Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one is going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 10. So now that we're going into the 10th season of The Walking Dead, as they said on the Talking Dead special this weekend, just how crazy it is that we're at Season 10. You know, I remember watching that special this weekend, and I remember Chris Hardwick saying, he's like, oh my god, 10 seasons, you know, and it really, got me too. I'm like, man, we're sitting here talking about the 10th season of The Walking Dead. So just every once in a while, I'm like, man, you know, we're at 10 seasons. That's really crazy. But, I want to discuss, since we're going into Season 10, and since it's been 10 years for at least two characters in the entire series, are only two Season 1 characters left, which one's going to survive the longest? Will it be Daryl that survives longest, or will it be Carol that survives the longest? So, I want to hear your opinions about this one, because this is definitely, write a comment below and let me know who do you guys think would survive the longest. Now, the other question is, will one of them survive till the end? That's another thing. Or do you think maybe the both of them will both just survive and they're basically safe until the end of the series? Now, I don't actually think that they're both safe until the end of the show. I just don't. I think that one of them is, but I don't think both Daryl and Carol will survive till the end. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't see it right now. Now, which one could it be? Now, for me, I mean, you know, I feel like you should at least end the series. Now, both of them could be killed in the next couple years. You know, if they don't want to sign another contract for another couple years, and if the show goes past, you know, season 13, 14, or something like that, whenever they're signed for, then you could actually have maybe Judith, Negan, some of the others lead the series. Maggie, if she returns, lead the show after. And in a few years, Daryl and Carol could either be killed off or leave in another way, just like Rick and Michonne probably will. Now, Michonne, we don't know if she's actually going to survive or, you know, live. We don't know if she's going to survive and, you know, live and go to the Rick movies or have some kind of other Michonne spinoff or be killed off in season 10. You know, that's something we're not really too sure of. But they like to keep us on the edge of our seats. So I'm kind of happy about that. But right now, though, just for the sake of this video, I think one of the two is not making it till the end. I think that if you want to look at it right now, Daryl and Carol are characters from the very first season, and I think that one of them definitely should survive till the end. But that's the thing. I just don't see them doing that, because everybody thinks that Daryl and Carol are the safe ones because of the fact that they've signed contracts for this long. Now, I do believe that Daryl and Carol are safe until season 12 at least. 13 at latest. But I think after that, and I am gonna make this prediction, and I'm gonna see in a few years, whether or not that is true. But I think that in season 12 or 13, one of them, I'm hoping not both of them, but I'm thinking one of them will be killed. Now, which one would I think they would kill? Because it's really could go either way. Now, Daryl is kind of your next lead for the series. You know, Rick is gone. Norman Reedus doesn't like saying this, but Daryl is kind of the next character that, you know, like Daryl in season 10. If you see any posters for season 10 or season 9, you know, like after Rick, it's all Daryl at the front. It's always Daryl at the forefront. Like the picture of season 10, he's got like the knife, you know, and he's like this. So it's just on the poster. So it's like, and, you know, and you got Carol, but she's behind Daryl, and Michonne's behind Daryl, and you got Daryl at the front with the knife, you know, like I'm just kind of making that point that it looks like they're kind of making Daryl a bit more of the forefront character than Carol is. Now, are they doing that just to kind of tell us that Daryl is safe and then he isn't, you know? But the thing is that Carol is a character that I feel like has gone through so much. She's evolved so much throughout the last 10, the last 9 seasons and going into 10. But I just don't know if they would really have the guts to kill her off. But like I said, she's lost a lot of people, and that's the thing. And I feel like she's more broken and more broken and more broken throughout the seasons. And she's really just, you know, her whole life falls apart more and more as the show goes on, and she loses hope more and more and more. You know, it kind of felt like she was getting that back with Ezekiel in season 9, but then they broke up because they kind of felt responsible for Henry's death. Then they're not together, and Carol's kind of trying to find her place in the group again. So I think for right now, and I think because of the fact that Daryl, I feel like Norman Reedus is really passionate about staying in the show until the very end. And he's even talking about, Norman Reedus has talked about, and pretty recently too, like not even a year ago, that even after Rick, that he wants to stay in the show till the end. I've heard him say it, and Melissa McBride, I haven't heard her say it that much. So, does it mean that maybe in season 12 or 13 when their contracts end that Melissa McBride might want to move on and do something else with her career too? And she might be a little older by then too. So I feel like she's already what? In like, I think she's 50 like, Norman Reedus, but I could be wrong about that. But, or maybe actually even a little older, I don't know. But maybe it's just the hair that's kind of throwing me off. I don't know, she looks really old with the long hair. But, I'm gonna say for right now, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna pick Carol. I think that who will survive the longest in the series between Daryl and Carol, I'm gonna say Daryl will survive the longest. But I don't even feel like they might. I feel like Daryl is more likely to survive till the end, if anything, than Carol. I feel like in a few years, if they really want to do it, and if you have, you know, look at the show in a few years, okay? Let's pretend that we see the show in a few years ahead. You might still have Maggie. You might still have, you know, I mean, maybe Aaron, maybe Negan. You might have Daryl. You're going to have Judith. You're going to have, you know, tons of these characters. And probably new characters they introduce too, like the princess. I hope they don't make her as goofy in the TV show, but I feel like they will either way. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to say that I think Daryl will survive the longest, and I think that season 12, 13, 14 at latest, Carol might be killed off in the series or leave just like Michonne and Rick. But like I said, we don't know about Michonne yet though. So, that's my thoughts on it. Write your comments in the comment section. Do you think both of them will survive until the very end and we'll end the show with them? Or do you think one of them will survive and it's Daryl and you kind of think what I'm thinking? You know, a few more years and then Carol will probably be killed off and, you know, Norman Reedus will continue. But that's the thing. I feel like maybe if Melissa McBride leaves too, Norman Reedus might not be too happy about that, you know, and if they're negotiating more, like their contracts for a few more years, Norman Reedus, if he knows they're going to kill off Carol, that, you know, that's the thing, like, I feel like Norman Reedus might be like, okay, I think I'm done, you know, so I hope not, but we'll have to see. I guess just time will tell. But anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen, you know, in the next couple seasons? I'm going to say Carol in a few years and Daryl years from now, or survive till the end. Because I do feel like you could end the show with Daryl, but I feel like it's more likely to end it with Judith. But that's the predictable route, again, and they've kind of, you know, I thought that we were going to end the original TV series with Rick, or with Carl, and look what happened in like 1 year. They're both gone. You know, one dead and one, you know, just left the show. So honestly, you can't really predict with this show anymore. You really can't. Walking Dead is really unpredictable. Just imagine how unpredictable it's going to be once we are caught up to the comics and we are past the comics. That's going to be really, really fun because, you know, we're not going to know anything, you know. Once the show is past the comics, we're going to be like, oh my god, what's going to happen, you know. We have nothing to base it off of, you know, and people are really going to be excited because it's like, nobody has any insight on what would happen because you're already past the comics. So in a few years, when they pass the comics, the show's going to be pretty exciting if you ask me. Hopefully it's still running by then. So, anyway, guys, if you're new here, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. And, of course, hope you enjoyed this video and write your comments about this discussion topic down in that comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys for another one. Peace out.